Right, we're live. Well, hello, and welcome to part 7 of this SE30 Reloaded build assembly. We starting point is this today. Yesterday we were able to get some SIM sockets in place here. We were able to clean up some mistakes I made with some of the ICs, and today we will get this computer into a testable state. So yeah, it's very exciting. This will either, well, three options, right? We turn it on, nothing happens. 2, turn it on, there's explosions. Option 3 will actually have a little happy boot chime and a video signal. So very exciting. I like to use, as I mentioned in the past, let's see if I can get the I always need to kind of refresh the browser view here. So here's the BOM that I've been using, but we want to have a look at, here is the Tech Nights video on this very build that he posted earlier this year. And this is kind of my original inspiration and guide for getting started with this build. He's using a slightly older revision, so he will run into certain challenges that I haven't had with regards to the fit of the SIM sockets and the ROM chips being out of order and things like that. But it's basically the same. So my aim today is to get to the same state as his board was at this time, at this point in the video here. And there's a link to this video in the description of my stream, so you can check it out. It's a great video, and there's also a follow-up that you can watch. All right, so I think, let's see here, if I go back to my stream here. So I asked, I think it was in the last stream, I was looking at the crystal oscillators, and I found oscillator 1, I find oscillator 3, but I wonder where's oscillator 2? And it's not very well in focus. I don't know how well this comes through. But yeah, we have oscillator 1 here and 3 here. Turns out this is oscillator 2 right here. And if we look at the close-up, there it is, OSC. It's marked as U32 on this silk screen. I'm not sure why Y2 is not on here, because that's what the BOM says. I don't know why that's not on the silk screen. Look at Y2, it says Y2 OSC, so yeah, I guess it matches up with OSC on the silk screen. But yeah, it's obviously in a different package. It's in the DIL package, 14 pin, oh no, not 14 pin, 4 pin. Yeah, I'm not sure what DIL14S actually means, but it is the clock chip, or the clock chip, the oscillator crystal. So let's start out by soldering that up. So let's bust out these little guys here. It's probably hard to see, but I have 3 little boxes with chips. I have them in these little black boxes that I've gotten from probably DigiKey, if I'm not mistaken. This is like a little anti-static storage boxes. So in here we have all sorts of goodies. So these are all the chips that should go in somewhere. You have the little RTC chip hanging out there. We have the CPU. I've showed this in the past. Oops, this is a mess, but yeah. So these chips hanging out here. So I believe what we need to get solder onto the board right now is this crystal right here. So why don't we do that? The pins are good. It's a little bit. Hey Zenside, thanks for joining. Yeah, more soldering fun. I'm about to solder on the. Actually, sorry. I should be using my headset. Hello, hello, testing, testing. Can you hear me? I'm not sure if the audio actually worked. Maybe the beginning of the stream was without audio because I realized that I've turned down the webcam audio and I've been using this headset. So I don't know if Xenoside, did you hear me? It sounds good now. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if the beginning of the stream actually had any audio from me. Oh, cool. Thank you. I appreciate the sexy call out there. So anyways, let's solder on this crystal. And I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not sure how to tell uh, well, the polarity. So I suppose, as usual, it should be this little dot here. Oh, you could hear it? Okay, cool, thanks. Just bad audio. Oh, my chin hits the mic. Maybe we can just pull it out a little bit like that. It's echoey. Hmm. Desktop audio. Microscope. Does the microscope have a microphone? Okay, I turned down the microscope microphone to minimum or to off, hopefully. How about now? Well, let's try it, see how it goes. So anyways, I assume, I've never soldered a crystal like this before, but I assume that the dot here means the same as the dots on the ICs, meaning that it means pin 1, basically. It indicates pin 1, which means that it should align with the notch on the screen right down here, right? That's funny. I want to sound like Morgan Freeman. This is Morgan. Yeah, Morgan Freeman. Um, so let's have some blue tack action again. I showed this the last time, the last video. It's a bit quiet now. Maybe I need to speak up or bring the microphone further up. I really should get a nicer microphone, but this is the cheap setup. I've just gathered whatever parts I have lying around, like microphones and webcams and stuff. All right, so my iron is running. I'm gonna turn on my fume extractor. So I think the noise cancelling should take care of it, but let me know if it's very noisy. Fume extractor sits over here. There it is. Yeah, okay, here we go. Great. So I don't have a great setup for filming through hole soldering, but let's try. If we can find where to solder, right over here. So the pins that we want to solder are right here. Let's push it up again. All right. Apply heat. Solder. Needs more solder. Okay, that's pretty good joint. So let's just keep going round. Okay, so this is where I'm limited by this microscope setup, so I need to flip over. Yeah, I think I got the blue tack trick from Adrian Black. Um, I'm pretty sure I saw that on his videos. So you should be all be watching Adrian's Digital Basement. It's a very good show. Oh, get rid of excess solder. I'm gonna inspect the joints with my trusty loop. Looks good. All right. Crystal is on there. Looking good. All right. So the slightly tedious part now is gonna be getting all the sockets onto this thing. So the box of goodies. I have all sorts of IC sockets. Let's bring them all out. IC sockets galore. More IC sockets. Even more IC sockets. IC sockets. And this is probably the last one. Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of blue tack action. Let's start with the easy one to identify. Yeah, thanks for joining, Sunzite. I wasn't sure I was gonna get any viewers for today. Sunday mornings are a bit lazy, I suppose. So I'm not sure. At least I know for sure that we need one of these 8-pin sockets for the RTC chip, but I'm not sure about this filter IC thing here. This is a weird one. I'm not sure if that's socket friendly, but I don't think it's. This is the ADB filter, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think this is required for the chime test, so I'm just gonna not install that right now. But I'll definitely install the RTC chip because that's needed for the mouse. That's nice to have the mouse, so you can see the mouse pointer. That's a good signal. Yeah, Sunday is church time, I guess, for Christians. All right. So with these IC sockets, I like to do the push tests, meaning I will solder one pin, and then I'll push up on the socket and then melt the solder again, just to make sure that it's flush against the board. I like my IC sockets to be flush and not kind of pushing out. Okay. I think I have a bad angle there. Okay, that's better. It's a bunch of excess solder floating around. Let's get that taken care of. Okay. So when you're using this blue tack, look at this. When you're using this blue tack technique with IC sockets, they the blue tack okay, we don't. Oh, you can see it a little bit here. So the blue tack tends to melt very easily. Look at that. Because there's a lot of heat that gets propagated through these holes. So you have to be careful about melting blue tack. You don't want that stuff kind of inside of the holes. Yeah, sockets are not too bad. I think that's on there. So let's keep going. Okay, next is this type of socket. So I'm not gonna be counting pins. I'm just gonna chuck them in here, see where they fit, right? Because I know that I prepared sockets. Hopefully, oh yeah. So these sockets are up here for UC 6 and 7. Drop that one in there. Yeah, I'm using what is it called? Machine holes. Machine. Yeah, I mean there are pros and cons, right? You get a very tight fit with these machine holes. The drawback is that it might be too tight a fit for certain ICs. So yeah, we may run into some challenges later. We'll see how well these ICs will fit in these sockets. That could be a kind of an unpleasant surprise later on, but hopefully it'll fit. Okay. So I'm not gonna demonstrate all of this drag soldering on camera. I think you've seen this a couple of times now. I'm gonna do the usual apply heat, get one pin on there, then do the ouch, it's hot up the hot. Okay, I think it's flush. Actually, let's do that again. I think that's good. A bit of drag soldering. Oops. Very nice. I think those are fairly nice joints. Get rid of excess solder. Takes. Right. Okay. Look at this melty action here. Melty. This blue tag is pretty warm now. Right. And of course, while soldering sockets, it's good to triple check that you get the cutouts, the notch on the socket aligned with the markings right there on the seal screen, so you don't ruin stuff for yourself later on. Oh, wait a minute. There's actually, I think we have some excess solder in one of these holes here. Maybe the very last one there. Okay, now he went in. Get the blue tack on there. Let's do one pin. Then we push up, make sure that we get a nice flush. Yeah, looks good. And then actually, so this time I think I'm gonna just do the, so sorry for not doing this properly on camera, but I just wanna quickly get each corner done basically, like so. And then I'm gonna pull the blue tack off so we get less molten blue tack. And then, oh, okay. Actually, now I look, the previous socket we soldered did not end up super nicely flush for some reason. See if we can do a little bit of a hack here to see if we can. Yeah, well, that first socket is not super flush. And I think the only real way to get it flush would probably be to use hot air. But it's not the end of the world. But lesson learned, at least it's good to probably do the four corners first, like I did on the second time here. So yeah, this is a better technique. Do the four corners with blue tack, make sure it's flush, and then you do the rest. That's a better, gives you a better result. Yeah, because this second um, socket is definitely much better. Right. So one lesson that I learned during doing this, or another lesson doing this drag soldering is be careful not to apply too much force, kind of push onto the board too hard, because it's easy to leave marks like scratches on the board, and it doesn't look great. So just enough force to make sure that the tip is touching the metal, right, on the pads at a nice angle. All right, yeah, we learn every day. A lot of excess solder here. All right. Anyways, we have those two sockets on there, not too bad. like so. Beautiful sockets. Now let's grab this form factor here. So I believe these are, it says here because you have the bag, 28 pin, like these really wide ones. This is for the ROM chip, I'm pretty sure. Or the video ROM rather. Socket joint to the cap. Well, let's have a look. Like here. Maybe there's like a little chunk of something there. Do a quick continuity test, which is of course not always 100% reliable because they may actually be connected. Yeah, they are connected. I'm getting the beep there. Which may be correct, but we can at least try clean. Actually, let's try it. Let's do the alcohol first. Just to get some any residue off. And then we can try just a little bit of weak action. Like so. And then we test again. Yeah, you have the eyes of an eagle. Thank you. All right. Yeah. You saved me another headache there. No more bridge. Anyway, I brought my scissors out here so I can bust open. See here. Oh, it's right here. These 28 pins. So these are new, brand new from Phoenix Enterprises, which is a great source for sockets of different kinds here in the US. Let's take one of these out. Hi there. And yeah, I'm pretty sure this should be the video ROM socket. Let's look for the notch. The notch is down there. UK8, UK6. Like so. Goes in there very nicely. Let's put the blue tack on. Yeah, solder bridges, and also missing joints for IC pins can be pretty insidious and hard to find. So, yeah, every time you save me from one of those, that's super helpful. So I'm doing 2 corners now. So let's do 1 corner, and then I'll do the push here. I'm pushing up onto the socket. Oh, there we go. It actually popped in a little bit, so that's a good sign. I'm doing it on the other side. Yes. That gives us 2 joints. And now let's solder the rest. I think I need a little bit more solder over here.
definitely clean up with some. I'll scrub with some alcohol in one go afterwards. I'm not gonna clean up the flux residue every time. Remove some scrap solder here, over here, down here. All right, here we go. Beautiful video ROM sockets. Next is the 16 pin SKD DIP DIP MA16, also from Phoenix. Let's open this up. And these are the shorter ones. Yeah, these are for the Sony chips, the audio chips. Sit over here. Right over here. UB11 and UB10. Let's put one of these in there, like so. Double check the notch. Yeah, notch is good. Here's the blue tack. Do the same technique. One joint in one edge and then another joint in the opposite edge, like so. Then we remove the blue tack, and then we do the. So these small. This is might be a bit painful because yeah, these machine hole sockets they heat up so quickly, so it hurts your fingers. Pushing up by heat. Oh yeah, it popped in too. There was a little pop there. So I dropped my wick. So yeah, being careful about um, making sure these sockets are flush does give you a much nicer finish, which you want with such a beautiful board. So here, here's the risk of bridges because we're pretty close to some SMD components there. Better be careful. Like so. Looks good, I think. There it is. Do the other one. Again, notch goes downwards. Oh, it's over here. Notch goes downwards. Okay, I think. Hmm, I may have some solder in. Oh, there we go. No, it was just a bit. I thought there was some scrap solder in one of the holes there, but it went in. Put the blue tack on. Solder one corner, solder the opposite corner. Then we do the push. Push on the other side. Oh, seems to be flush. Pull the blue tack off. Looks flush too. So yeah, I apologize again for the glare in my picture. I think it's maybe I can try to turn down the LED a little bit on the. Maybe that's slightly better. Yeah, relying on the LED lighting from the microscope is not ideal, perhaps. This does give you glare. Maybe I'll turn on my desk lights a little. Anyway, I think that was good. Do we need more of that size? I don't think so. I think it's just those two Sony chips. Now I have these um, tubes lined up. Let's go with this one first. We have these. I think these go in just below here. UE67, UG67, and UI6. So we need 5 of these over here. And also on the other end we have RP10. We need one of these. I'll put it on the side here. RP3. Okay, so I think we need all of these. Oh yeah, and I have more in the tube here. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this tube is empty. Put it on the side. I think we need one more. From this tube. Oh, maybe I should just use this little thing here. Yeah, here we go. The same kind. So after that, I think we have all the, or with this we have all the sockets we need. Putting the sockets to the side here off camera. They see it over here. Start with RP10. Double check the notch. Put the blue tack on. Solder one corner. Pull the blue tack off. A bit of track soldering. Looks like all right joints. Looks flush. Very nice. So I've seen other people who've assembled these pictures and videos. Folks don't usually put these resistor pack ICs in sockets, RP2, 3, 10 down here that I just did. I didn't get I asked the Tech Knight why he didn't do that. I didn't get a clear answer. Um, I guess folks think that these resistor pack ICs are fairly reliable, so you don't really need to ever replace them. But I have plenty of these sockets in stock, so I thought I'll just use them. Why not? Don't think there is a harm in that, except I guess the only risk is if it turns out that some of these ICs don't really fit well in this kind of machine hole sockets. But we'll cross that bridge a little bit later. Okay, solder one corner, solder the other corner, do the push, do the push. Seems to be good fit. Pull the blue tack off. Okay, I'm just gonna. I think I'm just gonna work quickly through these last sockets without close-ups. Kind of get it done. Or shout if you really want to see all of the drag soldering. I can get the microscope back. I don't know. We're all curious to see if this computer is gonna boot. So of course, and also this is sort of a dangerous phase because at least when it comes to my personality, I tend to perhaps rush the final stretch a little bit when I'm just so eager to see the outcome. So good to avoid that. Um, okay, we have 2 corners done. Okay, push up. That was a big little click there as the socket went flush against the board, so it's good to do this. I think I'm seeing a bunch of scrap solder here. I'm gonna clean up. don't want little pieces of solder floating around that can cause shorts. Okay, two beautiful sockets here. Seems flush. So now we have the cluster for what is it? The PAL chips. I think that's what they are. UE6, etc. UE6. Yeah, the PAL chips. The MUX. UF8. No, the MUX are on the side there. Yeah. Anyway. Um, Blue tack on. Solder one corner. Solder the opposite corner. Do the push. Okay, looks good. Pull off the blue tack. PLL. PAL. PAL. PAL chips. Yeah, we're almost there. Yeah, the PAL chips are, I think, a bunch of these are programmable logic, right? I'm not an expert, but I think they're just ICs that combine a bunch of discrete logic, and they've been reverse engineered by Poly. And I think you can make your own if yours are broken or missing. Bunch of gross scrap solder. Okay, next socket. Now, once these sockets are in, there's again the pièce de la résistance is of course remaining, which is the CPU, and we need to solder one heck of a socket for that. Yeah, there are a lot of proprietary Apple logic, glue logic, and stuff like that that are certainly not being reverse engineered, and that are very. Oh, okay. Here we go. And that are very critical for these machines to work, and they can break, and they have finite stock, obviously. Okay, I think we have a good bond there. Okay, beautiful joints. I don't know how is this. By the way, I just ordered a little camera stand yesterday. I'll get it tomorrow. So hopefully, like one that you attach to the side of the desk here somehow, so I can put this webcam like so. It'll hopefully get focus. Still kind of washed out. Picture's kind of washed out, but it might be a better view for certain types of work. Probably should move this away so it doesn't focus on the wrong thing. Anyway, let's finish this up. I'm gonna do this one next. This blue tag is losing some of its stickiness, so it's about, I think after this job I'll retire it. Pull the blue tag off. I think if you're using thicker solder, you can probably do this drag soldering more easily. This is 0.9 or zero point 0.8, I think, millimeter, and I think folks say they use like 1.2 and maybe 1.5 even millimeters. That'll probably give you quicker drag soldering because you don't have to keep unwinding the spool all the time. A bit of cleanup. One more of the sockets. I shouldn't be pushing too hard. I don't want to bend this board. Should be more careful. Okay, 2 corners done. Pull off the blue tack. Do the push. Oh yeah, popped in there. Always feels good. Drag soldering. Some more drag soldering. Beautiful. And the final one of these 20-pin sockets. Okay, I think there's some solder that made it into one of the holes there. Oh wow, look at that. That's bad. Okay, I should probably move these boxes out of the way as well. There's some solder in one of the holes here. I think that's gone now. Oh, let's see if it goes in. Yes, beautifully. The blue tack on. Solder one corner. The opposite corner. Do the push. Push. Okay. Pull the blue tack off. Beautiful. I see a little bit of stray solder here. I should clean up. All right. Okay, so all the regular IC sockets are on. It's starting to look like a computer PCB. Now, of course, the big guy. Let's switch back to the my microscope view because this will be interesting. I never soldered a socket as big as this one before. So here we have them. SKPGAMA 128, 13 by 13 by Phoenix Enterprises. Let's open that up. Here they are in all their glory. Look at this. Such a chunky socket. Beautiful. Put this away. So yeah, these are of course designed so they only can go in one way, luckily. And I think that is like so. Okay, we should probably check that no pins are bent. No obviously bent pins. Let me check if there is some solder in the holes. Looks alright. So let's keep try to get this into the socket here, or into the. Oh, actually, there are two. I see two bent pins. Look at that. That there's two bent pins. That's not good. I don't think I caused that. So I don't have a great. I need to get a thinner needle nose plier. I only have this one. It's probably not great for this job, but um, so just very gently slide it in there. Try and grab onto the pins, get them straight. Yeah, this whole row there is kind of messed up a little bit. Okay, let's see if it will go in now. There we go. Popped right in. So that wasn't too bad. How do we do this? So let's blue tack one edge. I have some fresh blue tack sitting over here. Fresh blue tack. Let's soften this up a little bit and then put it on the other side so that we have it's holding on to the socket fairly well there. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. Look at all these pins here stuck so close together. Let's do the usual. One corner, like so. Okay, it's already moving around a little bit. Let's see if we can. Oh yeah, push action always does good. Let's do the other side. That one is soldered. I'm gonna do the push. Seems okay. So now I'm gonna. I think I do two more corners. This one and this one. Do some more pushing. Seems good. Seems good. And then I think I'm gonna do some inner pins before removing the blue tack. Because yeah, I don't want, of course, the socket to move around, but I also don't want the blue tack to completely melt, kind of seep into the socket. Oh, that's not good. Just had too much dead solder on the iron there. It's better. Hmm. Might want a little bit more heat for this. I have my um, iron set to 350. I'm gonna go to 365 Celsius just to get some quicker heat into the socket pins. All right, I think that's sturdy enough to remove the blue tack. And no much. Oh, there's a little bit of melting in there. Look at that. Um, it's a bit of blue tack stuck on that around that pin there. Um, Interesting. Yeah, it's just really melted. Oh, there we go. It's kind of coming off. Definitely something to be mindful of with the blue tack technique. You don't want this to get stuck, into the holes. But anyways, now here comes the fun part. We need to solder all these pins. I don't know if there's a good technique for this. You should go outside in or inside out or whatever. But yeah, let's just start from the outside. I think that's easiest, like so. Hmm. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Look at that bridge. And for whatever reason, I'm not getting heat into that pin. Look at that. Do I need more heat? 75? That's better. Some excess solder. So here comes the tougher part of this, which is the inner rows, right? Getting sort of the iron in between there without causing damage. Oh, look, that's yeah, it's not working great. Yikes! Look at all these little top hats. It's not a good sign. I think this just absolutely absorbs heat. Hmm. Do we need to use flux for this? I hope not. I don't want the mess. So I guess just going down one by one. No drag action here. Like so. Yeah, but this kind of works. So if you kind of point this larger tip down, you get like a small tip in a sense. That's why I like this form factor. It's very versatile. I can try. I mean, I can try. Let's try a smaller tip. Um, I have a bunch of them. Of course, this is very hot now, so you should be careful and just pull it out with my tweezers. Let's put it on the side here. So yeah, the question is, what is good for a CPU socket? Here are some options. Something that is thin enough to go in between the pins, but has at least some. So it seems we need a lot of heat. So perhaps something like this could work. It's thinner, but it has a little bit of a broad tip. See if that makes it less painful. So we should tin it a little bit, like so, and then wipe it off on the sponge. Oh, it's so hard to wipe off. Anyway, it's a little bit. Oh, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Um, yeah, I don't know about that. This tip is weird. It's almost impossible to wipe off all this excess solder on the sponge. I don't know what's going on there. Wow. Yeah, I'm not even close. It's not even sticking on either of the pins. I'm just getting all the solder gets stuck on the tip. Yeah, I don't think this is a good tip for this job. And it could very. I mean, this shape could be good, but I think these tips are fairly low quality. We can keep trying though. One that I've had some success with is this one. It has kind of like a flat edge there, or like yeah, like an oval shaped surface there. You can see. Okay, let's tin it a little bit. Wipe it off. So can we? Yeah, this seems to be a winner. Of course. course, we don't get drag action, but it does. If I put this kind of this round flat edge onto the board, like onto the pad, the hole seems to be getting enough heat in there, which is great. Um, Maybe I need to use this little um, what's it called? Cleaner. This is copper sponge. That might be it. Getting a little bit tired, so losing my sense of words. So I'm saving the outmost and innermost rows. I'm gonna use the drag soldering on that at the very end. So I'm gonna use this tip for these. Oh, that's it. Massive bridge. So I'm gonna use this tip for all the inside joints. Okay, so keep doing these. That's not good. That's good. So definitely need to go check the joints later on. Some of these may or may not have be perfect this time around. So I'm just gonna keep going over here. Okay, look, so when you get too much dead solder on the tip, you get these little mountains. Oh, sorry, yeah, it's out of view. I've just gone round down here. I'm gonna remove some of this excess solder here. So at a glance, it looks like these inner joints are not terrible. Seems all right at a glance. Although a knowledgeable person may tell me if there are some bad ones. But I'm gonna go switch back to the original tip to finish this up with drag soldering. So yeah, of course, when you hot swap tips, you need to be careful not to burn your fingers. I use these um, pliers with plastic handle. Yeah, cool. So yeah, let's see if we can drag solder our way to great success. Yeah, it's almost time. It's gonna be exciting. Of course. Okay, that's not good. Come on. Of course, we need to fit all the chips in the sockets. We need to actually solder on the what's it called? Headphone port, headphone jack, so that we can hear the chime if it chimes. We want that. Okay, I don't have a good angle for the drag soldering for these sides. I'm just gonna do it off camera. Oops, getting bridges. That's a good sign that you should wipe off excess solder. I do have the internal speaker circuit, but okay, so I'll explain in a moment. Um, I do have. So let's clean this up a little bit. Just touching up some pins. You want the CPU to have good connections to the rest of the board, obviously. A little bit more solder here. Um, I think I want to go out on a limb and say that these joints look all right. Maybe this one here in the middle. Let me get some more solder on there. Oh. All right. There we have it. CPU socket is on. It's probably going to be very hot now, so I don't want to touch it. But yeah, we're almost there. So what I was thinking, so if you look, let's see here, over here. Let's just pull the camera up. So here we have it. This is the ST30. This is the case that the donor board came out of. So I can just spin it around, demonstrate. Here we go. There's ST30. Oh, jeez, not a good picture, but it's an ST30. What I want to do is to hook the board up like so, right? I'm gonna connect it and gonna have it hang on off the back, just for testing. And from that position, you can't really get the internal speaker cable connected. So I think I'm gonna use the headphone jack for the. Oh, I can't hear you. Ready? Hello, hello. How about now? Testing, testing. How about now? Hello. Hello. Testing, testing. Can you hear me now? How about now? It's very quiet, huh? Because the headset is running, it's talking to me, and it has battery. So perhaps, oh, there, okay. Is it better? Great. Um, so I just wanted to say that if you didn't hear my explanation, is that I want to have the board hanging on off of the side when I test it the first time, and the speaker cable doesn't reach um, the jumper. So we do have, I think, only two more things to solder at this point, which are, let's bring up, so here's my bag of ports and headers that came off of the donor board. So right now, let's see if we can find the right thing. Right. So here's the headphone jack. So I want to solder that on, and also of course, the interconnection header, so that we can actually get some power and get a video signal off of the board into the analog board. So let's put the other parts back into the baggie so they don't obstruct our work area. And I'm actually gonna solder the speaker header on as well while we're at it. All right. So it's good to go back and kind of check against the Teknite's end state. It also helps. It's a cheat sheet for the orientation of these things. So the power port goes with a little hook towards the crystal. It should go, where is it? There, like so, heading towards the crystal. All right, so let's start with that. Let's do the usual blue tack action. Cool. Almost there. Almost there. Oh, sorry. Should be soldering on camera. Just add a little bit more. And then we do the push. Yep, seems like it's a good spot. Yeah, so that's a provision of this um, reloaded board, is that you can, instead of putting ROM chips on the SIM and then the SIM in the SIM socket, you can put the ROM chips directly onto the board itself, right over here. These are provisions for those sockets. You can only have one or the other at a time. I choose the socket, the SIM socket, because that's more flexible. But you can certainly do this instead. And yeah, it removes one joint, I suppose, one failure point. But I like to be able to easily swap in and out ROM sims if I'd like. Yeah, that is pretty cool. I agree. Okay, so each of these joints need a fair amount of solder, and maybe I can get better focus. No, I can show you my ROM in a minute. And Brandon asked this last time, and I went for a little bit more bare bones approach. I don't have the boot system on ROM, but I have the hacked 2SI ROM for 32-bit clean with the RAM test disabled, so you don't have to sit around for minutes until the system starts. Okay, those joints look okay. I don't see ridges with a resistor there. Seems okay. Yeah, it's 32-bit clean. And it's, yeah, it's a good one. Cool, so there we go. Power connector on. Almost there. Now we do the headphone jack, like so. Okay, so this a little bit obnoxious to get that to stick on there. Okay, it's somehow up. Oh yeah, sorry, I did it off camera. There, I did the first joint, and I'm gonna push down. Okay, kind of slid into position there. I don't know if this is a better. It's kind of, there's some leeway in these holes for the port to kind of slid around a bit. Okay, I think those two joints are okay, so let's do the last three. Yeah, the classic Mac RAM test is pretty slow. So if you have anything more than like 32 megs, it's really obnoxious to sit around waiting for. All right. The headphone jack is on. And then finally, let's just put the little header for the speaker on here. And I'm going to cheat and look at the Tech Nights video. and we see that uh, the orientation should be in a particular way. Let's just do this. And it seems to be in there pretty well, so I'll just solder it on without glue tack. The pins are pretty thick. Alrighty. I think that should be it for the soldering for today. But we should definitely double check again against this picture. I'm just making sure, like doing a quick sanity check that everything that should be on here for this test is on here. So yes, looks good, looks good. All these things are on there, that's on. Those are on, those are on. All right. So, of course, now we have the step of installing all of the chips. So let's start with the hard one, the CPU. So this CPU, I did desolder it myself from the donor board. Um, let's see. I think all the pins are straight on. There is some residue here. I think this is flux from my uh, desoldering work. Some of these pins have a little bit of stray solder on them still. It's hard to get that out. But yeah, let's get these 68030 on there and see how deep you can go into that socket. Here it is. Oh, it's not a great view. But yeah, there's only one way this chip can go on there. I think. So yeah. So I think what we have is there is a little bit of a marking at this cut out here, and then we have the big dot there. So I assume the chip should go on like so, right? Seems to be correct against this picture as well. So it'd be interesting to see how easily or stubbornly this chip will go in there. Okay, yep, I think it slid in. So it doesn't go super deep. I don't know if this is... I should probably try applying a little bit more force on top. See if it goes deeper. I don't think any pins were bent. All right. I guess we can do a quick sanity check whether just a few of these pins have connection. If you try this corner pin here, for instance, just put it on there and then we check it. Yeah, so there's continuity between the chip and the socket. Let's take over this side. Yeah, there's continuity there, I think. Come on. Yeah, seems good. Let's just check all four corner pins. It's kind of hard to get it in there. I should probably use probes with a little bit more length to them. I think that's okay. Mm. Okay, that was a little bit annoying, but I can confirm that all four corner pins are on all right. So that's not bad. Yeah, I'm not gonna take the CPU off. So a few of the easy ones, and here now this is a little bit of a body horror going on here. This is kind of a sad video ROM chip. Look at this. Look at these pins. Copper. It's like bare copper. This is, as you may know, this video ROM sits very close to the battery. So yeah, this got fairly battery bombed. Now I've tested this video ROM in a working SE30 and it works. I don't know how reliable it's gonna be. In the worst case, I'll have to, I guess, make my own ROM later. But it should work for the chime test at least. Maybe since this is kind of messed up, I should get some uh, contact cleaner just in case. Contact cleaner. There we go. I think all the pins are in. So there is the ROM chip in its sockets. Video ROM, even. The next one that's fairly easy is the real-time clock chip, the RTC chip, which also controls the mouse cursor. This one was also somewhat battery bombed because it's one that sits close to the battery. I did test this in a working SE. So I have these are interchangeable between SE and SE30. It does work. At least it can control the mouse pointer. But who knows how reliable it's gonna be. But let's use it for now. So let's align the notch. Seems okay. Let's put it in there. There it is. RTC chip in place. And the rest of these 5 chips I have in this box here goes over here. There's the PAL chips go over here. Now all these 5 are, I think, have different logic on them, so they need to go in the right slot. Let's check. So we should go over to the BOM and make sure that we are putting the right chip in the right slot. starting with UI6. This one, CPU PAL. It's the C16M clock buffer memory, I guess. Vertical blanking interrupt. Okay. It's the this chip is the 3410665-A. See if you can find that on among here. Is this one? 3410665-A. 3418665. This is 0665. 0747. 0754. 3410665A. 341. Oh. Oh, sorry, it's 0665, not 8. This screen was giving me the wrong impression. So 3410665-8. A. Okay. This one goes in UI6. Okay, it's in there. Next, was it UG6 and 7? UG6. UG6. This one, Video Pal. UG6. So I suppose UE7, UG6, UG7 are the same chip, so maybe we should start with E6, which is the PAL 16L8. Wait. Yeah, it's a tiny zero. Weird. So they're not. They're not giving us the part number for these. Is this supposed to be sort of common sense? Because these are all slightly different. I wonder if I'm looking at the wrong info. UE6, UE7. UE6, UE7. The video pals. Yeah, it's I'm a little bit stumped. I should probably take a note which sockets these came. This just shows that I'm not too knowledgeable about this part of the board. Thinking, what's the best course of action? Well, we can at least install the other chips first, just to get a little bit of sense of progress. Then we can deal with those later. So we have UC6 and UC7, which I think are these two NEC chips. UC6 and UC7. They're the same chip, the EHP 89444103S. S. Which doesn't line up exactly with what these chips say. So maybe there is this slight revision difference between what this unofficial BOM is telling us and which variants are out there. But this is there's only one spot that these go in. So let's just put them on, these two guys in here. Okay, I think I need to bend these legs. They have like a little hook on the end. Seems to be okay. Okay, these two are in there. Then next, let's get the Sony chips. These are also easy to identify. UB10, UB11. These two guys. Okay, thanks, Tenzite. I'll check it in a minute. Three four three 00445B. 343 00445B. It's the same chip. So these are, one of these chips is slightly capacitor damaged. Hopefully it'll be okay. One of these Sony chips is on a little skewed. I think I should pop it out again. My little chip remover. Try and get it in a better angle. Let's bend the legs a little. Still a little bit crooked. Oh, geez, there's actually one bent pin there. So it won't snap off. Okay, still on there, that's good. Yeah, this Sony chip has seen better days. may have bent these legs a little when I desoldered it. Yeah, look, it's kind of the legs are a little bit splayed out like that. Let's try and get it on without bending legs this time. Oh geez, yeah, this it's not good. Well, hmm. Oh no. Yeah, one of these, so the one last leg on this Sony chip is absolutely refusing to go into that hole, and it may snap off at any moment. This is not good. Uh-oh. Snapped off leg is not the end of the world. You can always solder them back on, little patch for the leg, but it's not great. This is definitely a drawback with these machine hole sockets. If you have a chip that has kind of messy legs, it gets hard to get it in there. Okay, I think that's a success. All the legs are in there. Phew. Okay, I think that'll do for now. And then we're gonna put these resistor packs in there. I think these are all the same as well. This is RP 2, 3, and 10. Let's check the bomb. RP 2. 200 ohms. 10, yeah, these three are all the same. Same IC. Okay. So, oh, maybe I do know why some people don't put these in sockets, because these legs are pretty short. Seems to go in okay. Oh, sorry, I've been showing the bomb there for a while. Okay, that went in there. All right. Okay, these legs are stubborn. All right. I think that went in without bent legs. No bent legs. No bent legs. No bent legs. This looks good. Looks all right. Okay, so let's check Discord for the advice. Oh, thank you. So, see if we can bring this over to this window. So this is what we need to do. So the 341, let's see here, 074 068. Doesn't line up exactly with these ones. Let's check the other one. Okay, so 341 074 7-A. So goes here. I'm just gonna put them in the order they should go in on the board while I look at this picture. 0755A, 075. Hard to tell from this picture. It's probably here. 0746A, 0746A should go here. 0754A. So there's neither of these have a perfect match with what I have. So Apple must have gone through a couple of revisions of these PAL chips. But I think at least we have a spot for these two. These should go in here. Like so. Okay. So close. So close. These two. So what I have here are the 755 and I have the 754. Apple PAL 755 755. Yeah, doesn't help. UE6, UE7. So it's the L and the R. Video RAM controls state machine bus acknowledge and regular. Yeah, so the question is which is the bus acknowledge and the one that's not bus acknowledge. Okay, 55 goes into the lower across from the 47, 46. Sure, we can do that. I mean, the pinouts are going to be the same, right? So in the worst case, the video logic won't work. Like so. I wonder if I took a picture. Let me double check uh, my Google Photos and see if I have a picture from before I disassembled the original SE30 board. Looking for pictures. Okay, here are some pictures from around that time. Oh, bingo! Look at this. Look at this. This is a picture I took before I took apart. Oh yeah, cool. Thanks on the pic. This is also, I think, uh, pretty correct. So 665 0746 0747 5554. Yep, that's correct. Perfect. Thanks for the assist. Yeah, we got it. All right. So I think the only thing to do now is to install the RAM, install the ROM. We should be good to go. Here's the ROM chip, ROM, or ROM sim even. So it has the PLCC, it has these 4 PLCC sockets on there. So I could potentially just pull these sockets off and put them on the board directly, right? um, this is a Maxim. So let's put the ROM on there, right direction. Switch over to this view. Like so. I think it's in there. I have the RAM sitting in a box over here. Here's my box of RAM. Yeah, I agree. It looks good. There are 4 fresh sticks of 16 meg each. So this should bring the machine to 64 megs of RAM. I bought these from OWC, fresh for this build. All right, let's throw these off. Brand new RAM. So PCBs are somewhat thin. So if you have flaky RAM sockets, these may not give you very good contact, but luckily I have absolutely brand new SIM sockets. Is this on right? Comes on. Yeah, I haven't made up my mind. I have the 4 more SIM sockets on here, or in my box rather. So if I feel like it, I'll install them. But don't I'm not in a huge hurry to have more than 64 megs of RAM in an SE30, even if it needs to have 128. I'm not gonna be doing, I don't know, desktop publishing or something on it. All right, these are all on. I think it's ready for testing. I think so. Let me just double check. I forgot. I should have done the alcohol cleaning. It's kind of messy here, um, especially around the. Yeah, I should probably just go do a quick wipe down with alcohol just around all the joints here. Let it dry for a second. Um, yeah, just give me a moment. I just want to clean this off a little bit. See a bunch of gross solder crap. I think that should be okay. And it will dry while we prep the Mac. Definitely the moment of truth. Drum rolls. Let's bring it over here. So I should probably let's turn off the fan now. Let's put the tools away. I don't need these tips right now. Let's put this over here, and let's see here. Remove. Maybe put this over here. Over here. So we have a view of the Mac. I'll move my keyboard away. Oh, I have no space. Ah. So I have a matching little Apple, what's it called? Apple Media. Apple Design, yeah. Apple Design powered speaker. I'll have the one of them. Just hooked up for audio. Let's power it. Whew. It's kind of exciting. So we want this interconnection hooked up here, like so. Making noise. So maybe I want to turn on the webcam volume.
Do you still hear me all right? Can you hear me? Great. So I think I'll put this little box here in between the chassis and the logic board just to make sure that it doesn't kind of. I think that should be okay. Like so. It's kind of hanging on there. I have a power cable. Computer's off. Power is hooked up. Okay, let's see what happens. Do we have good view? Like so. Okay. 3, 2, 1. So unfortunately, there's no chime. Yeah. So there's no explosion. Let's see if I can see you. Hello. No explosion, but there's no chime. And nothing on the screen. So it's clearly not a working computer right now, unfortunately. Wah wah. Yeah, exactly. Just as a comparison, let's hook up the no picture. Yeah. Well, it's just the start of the process. So here's the an SE board that I've been using for testing. So let's just hook this up to see if everything else works with this computer. Of course, always a word of warning, as I have a bare cathode ray tube here and a lot of high voltage, so it's good to be careful when doing this. Yeah, so this is what it should do. You should hear the beep there, and you should be getting a picture on the screen, which we're not getting. So something is up with this board still. There is something that prevents it from booting. So I know for a fact that I've tested this ROM sim in a different Mac SE 30 even. Does work. I haven't tested the RAM in another machine, so I cannot speak for that. But the fact that we're not getting a chime and we're not getting a picture means that there's probably not any code being executed, I assume. So it could either be something like a bus conflict because of maybe a bridge somewhere. It could, I don't think so, but it could be that we have the wrong value resistor pack here. Or any number of bad joints. I don't think we left off. Actually, one thing we can try. Let's feel if the CPU is getting warm or not. One thing we should do is to get some contact cleaner into the interconnection header, just in case it's being a bit oxidized, which is, very possible. Yes, the it could be. Because I think that's part of the RAM. The CPU is getting slightly warm, ever so slightly warm. So it's doing something. But it's clearly not enough to be booting. And I'm not seeing a picture. So yeah, I think that'll be it for the stream today. Unfortunately, we did not get a booting computer, but I'm hopeful that, I mean, it could be anyone of many things. I will definitely go off stream. I'll go over all of the joints, make sure that everything's connected properly. We kind of rushed through the last few steps there, so I didn't do due diligence testing all of the joints. And I'm confident that we'll get this computer booting sooner or later. So yeah, let's wrap it there. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.